Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to my channel. This is another process video for Confessions of the Paper Attic Cut Files where I am going to use the lovely dovely of fall, I think it's Falling Leaves cut file. I'll leave the link down below, obviously, as y'all know that I do. And what I did off camera was that I put down this red colored, excuse me, this red colored foam because it's going to show through, and I don't mind that I'm doing a little bit of that to show through because essentially you'll see what I'm doing. So what I put down is that the spots that I am pushing down as hard as I can are going to be shaker pockets, and I take out my Distress Oxides colored ones to put down. So what I do here, because I know I'm going to get asked, right here is the little 2x2, I think they're by Snap-on from Simple Stories, and I keep all of them, and my Distress Oxides are labeled 1 through whatever, and that's how I keep my Distress little pads, foam pads for them and whatnot. So on the back of my Distress Oxides, I label them because I am one that does everything by alphabetical order. It's crazy. It's my OCD for the respect of that. So I am getting out all of these colors and I'm going to make it look like these are falling leaves of different colors. I've got some purples, some pinks, some reds, some all different colors, and it just works out with the collection that I'm using, which is the Pink Paisley, the Again and Again collection, because I am using photos of the latest, well, actually my last Lutzenberg's pumpkin festival that they had, that I thought I scrapbooked all of them, but I didn't. When I started to go through, I was like, oh no, I forgot to do these. So that's what I'm working on. I'm working on these to finish them up, and I'm just going through and I'm just making these colors kind of everywhere. I do ink when I do my shaker pockets, and I'm not going to back them with something other than my regular paper that I'm working with. I use one of my ink pads and I ink it. So those little black spots that you see, that's where you're going to see me put down my sequence and then glue it. So you will see this in 2 parts. The reason why it is in 2 parts is because I had to get this glued down so that I made sure that it works. So I pulled out my sequence from Spiegelbaum Scraps and I just get them loaded up, make sure that it's all what I wanted, and I just place them around. And this is the only ones. I just do a couple of them. I just wanted a couple of shaker pockets, and that is all I do for that part. And once I get all of this in and ready to go, you'll see me come back on the next day using more of the collection. Because for right now, it just looks like I'm just doing the cut file. I did take the white paper, and that is from Close to My Heart, and I did clear gesso it, or white gesso. I can't remember which one I used, one of the two, to make sure that this would stick down really good, and because I'm using Distress Oxides as well, along with a bunch of gold splattering that I'm going to use because this collection has gold. So I pulled out my gold splattering, which when I get to it, I'll tell you what it is. So while you're watching me stick this down, the photos that will be coming up here soon are of the sand, excuse me, of my nose. Gotta love allergies, let me tell you. They're sand sculptures. Now, this particular year that they did it, it was a lot of like mermaid stuff and like Greek mythology sculptures, and they literally look like the sculptures if you would see them, like the actual sculpture. Like one of them is the falling angel that is in that's by Pisa in Italy, and oh my gosh, it is just unreal of what it looks like. And one of them is a mermaid, the other one is, I don't know, some Cleopatra angel something or another thing. I can't remember which ones were what, but I wanted to do these because these were my favorites. And I'm just placing these down, and then pretty much after this, everything just comes together pretty well. I just start to put a bunch of sequins everywhere and get out a few little things that I want to put in there for my title and that kind of stuff. And then that's about it. So while you're going to watch me sequence and put everything, I will update you on how my hands are going. Because a lot of people are like, how's it going? How, they're asking me questions and all that. So I'm like, I'll just discuss it in one of my videos, right? So we are on a full week of this going on. I personally think, I'm not like semi-diagnosing myself because that's definitely not what I'm doing here. But I do know what carpal tunnel feels like, and I've had other friends and family members talk to me about carpal tunnel, and I really think that that's what's going on with my hands. I think that it just started to flare up, and with the cold snap that we did have over Halloween, it literally went from, kid you not, it was 80 degrees on Wednesday and Thursday of that week for Halloween, and then we just snapped cold, and now we've been cold. Like the highest that we have gotten is like 60 degrees, 65 tops. And for us, that, it's November, great, snazzy, whatever, but it like didn't just gradually come down. It just went boom, we're gonna be at this temperature and call it a day. And I'm like, yay, yippee yippee. So I think with that snap, that's what happened. But I could be wrong. Again, I'm not saying that that's what it is, but it is still unknown. I did go to the doctor. So the last time I had a video, and when I put it up on my channel, I did go a whole week with trying to just rest my hands. So sorry that, and I know that you guys don't care, but I feel bad because normally I do ask for 2 to 3 videos a week because I absolutely love what I do, and I just had to give my hands a rest. So in the meantime of it, I haven't been able to like update you. So I did go to the doctors. They tested me for type 2 diabetes and also B12 deficiency, which is like your iron and that type, because my white blood cells were low. Now, all of that came back negative, which I knew it was going to. I wasn't quite sure on the iron. The iron, I was thinking maybe I was low because I do eat a lot more plant-based items, and the only iron that I do get is chicken and turkey. I don't eat much beef or pork. So I figured that probably was low for sure. But, so all of that, now I'm just waiting for the referral, and I'm military, and it's a long story on referral process, but I'm waiting on that to get to the neurologist to get more testing done. So now with all of that, I am pretty much done. Here is the sunset strip, or it's like the Tuscan sun from Shimmers. The still shots are coming up. Make sure that you go check out the Confessions of the Paper Addict Cup files. Everything will be linked down below, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.